Alright guys, we are back on some more Modern Warfare Zombies. I hope everybody's enjoying Season 6 so far, and we are going to be using today the brand new Kastov LSW. Now, I'm not particularly usually the hugest fan of using LMGs here in Modern Warfare Zombies, but this thing actually kind of melts. We're going to be doing some testing with this thing all over in the main map, and then we're going to go on over and do the Season 2 Reloaded Elder Dark Aether. Now, we may not have gotten a lot here in Season 6, especially for the zombie side of things, but at least we got some new weapons to check out. But with that, welcome back to the channel, everybody. If y'all don't know, my name is Ghost. Appreciate everybody that stops by the video today. If you're into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, rock the hell out of that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We just ended up hitting 23,000 subscribers. We're already on the road to 24K, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support lately. Now, to start this thing off, there's actually quite a few things that I really do like about this LMG. Number one, right off the bat, we're going to be sitting on 1,000 rounds if you put a MAGA holding on this guy. Even if you don't have MAGA holding, after you're going to be pack-a-punching, you're still going to have 300 rounds to go through before you have to reload. Well, the ammo capacity on this LMG is just absolutely excellent. Now, there's also a new attachment that's going to be coming with this LMG, which is going to let you go kind of in between ADSing and a hip fire. Now, for me personally, that's what I've been liking to rock with this thing, but yes, the Deadshot perk does still work. It does still snap to the heads. Maybe you guys might like using it without it, or I've also heard some people like using this thing in tac stance, so maybe that'll work for you as well. This is definitely not one of them slow firing LMGs. This thing actually fires incredibly fast. Now, we did end up coming in here with a legendary Aether tool and a flawless crystal. I want to see what this guy is doing at its absolute maximum potential, and we were taking out those HVTs with no problem, mega abominations, chilling in the red zone with ease. I mean, even just being overrun with zombies and just being absolutely swarmed, this is just taking them out with no problem. Now, since the Season 6 update, there was a bunch of weapon reworks, and a lot of things have been nerfed, a lot of things have been buffed, so we still gotta go through and test out a bunch of these things. I don't think this is probably gonna be like one of the absolute top of the metas, but I do definitely think it's extremely viable, and it's really fun to use, to be honest. And even if you guys just want to come in here and grind out some camos with this thing, you can just feel like Rambo in the first tier zone just taking out zombies. Kind of feels like you got a little minigun in your hand, or like a little death machine. Now, I will say, guys, I really do like the fact that they ended up adding in those free Dark Aethers into this season, because it's almost like they added in a solo mode into Modern Warfare Zombies. Yeah, you got to jump through a few hoops to get there, but I mean, essentially, you could get to that Dark Aether by yourself and just go in alone. And now you don't even have to spend any time like grinding out contracts or anything, searching for a sigil. You can just grind out your perks, get your weapons pack-a-punch and everything, and go on in there whenever you want. And the few times that I have used those free Dark Aethers since the update, I've actually found a lot of really good loot in there. They've been giving me some really good acquisitions, plus some Elder sigils so I can go back in there. I mean, hell, that's actually how I'm inside of this Elder Dark Aether right now. I definitely think it really is useful. I mean, even if you have a Scorcher, sometimes it can just be an absolute, you know, pain in the ass trying to grab a contract. And that was actually kind of me during this last match. I actually had a Scorcher and I was in the red tier zone trying to wait to get those bounty contracts so I could do some HVTs out there, and it just wasn't happening. Every single time I would get close to a contract, somebody else with a Scorcher would just swoop right in and grab it right in front of me. So I definitely think it's cool. I mean, if you're in matches like this, if you just want to dip off into the Dark Aether, and you can do better contracts out there anyways. Like, yeah, you can get some cool stuff out in the red tier zone, but I mean, literally the best stuff here in Modern Warfare Zombies, you're going to be getting from inside of the Dark Aethers anyways. I'm also currently working on the best weapons to use here in Season 6 list, so if you guys want to leave me some suggestions, anything that you've been using or you think is some of the most OP weapons during this season, go ahead and leave those down in the comments section, because I'm always looking for suggestions for this list, or even suggestions for like new videos and whatnot. You kind of got a pretty good idea of what I immediately want to test out and what's probably going to end up on the list, but you guys definitely end up surprising me. When it comes to this cast off here, guys, this thing really did handle the Elder Dark Aether really well. I mean, these zombies in here were going down in like 2 or 3 shots. With how fast that this LMG shoots, that's almost instant. Even when we went up against the Mega Abomination, we really didn't have a tough time at all. I did set up a sentry gun to help me out a little bit. The majority of the damage was all coming from the LMG. Also, do want to take a quick second to plug my second channel that I did end up starting here on YouTube, called TheRealGhost. I will have it linked down in the description, and I will leave a comment down in the comment section. And mainly as of right now, I've been uploading all of my no commentary zombie runs over there, so if you guys want to see some of these runs in their entirety without any cuts or anything, gonna be having those going up over there. Plus, we've been doing like some Warzone content. I'm gonna be doing some other things over there as well, just things you probably won't be finding here on the main channel. We will still be doing zombies content over there. I just kind of want to be mixing it up, maybe doing just a bunch of other Call of Duty content, but when I got some other things planned to go up over there as well, like maybe some horror games and whatnot. Now, if you guys don't know, in order to monetize a channel here on YouTube, you need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Now, we're absolutely crushing the watch hours. We already got over 1,000, and I pretty much just started uploading, so we're gonna crush that one fast. Now, we're only sitting at just over 100 subscribers, so we're gonna need a little bit of help in that department. We are crawling a little bit here here and there, but I know you guys are gonna kill it for me. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I was a little bit let down by this haunting event. Now, don't get me wrong, I will absolutely give props where they are due. Sledgehammer Games, absolutely bravo. They did an amazing job when it comes to like the multiplayer maps that we got. Definitely, I think some of the most atmospheric maps I've ever seen, like Drive-Thru, is absolutely amazing. We ended up getting Ghost Ship, which is like this Halloween version of Shipment in like this small town. It looks really cool. The vibes are absolutely on point. And where I was a little bit disappointed was we just didn't get any content for the big map, like not even a night variant or anything. That's one of the main things that me and my friends have always loved to do during the haunting events, is go into the big map and just go exploring around and finding all those secret, you know, hidden things that they've added into the map. But usually they do absolutely a phenomenal job with this, but this year we got something a little bit different. So we ended up getting this Halloween version of Rebirth Island called Purgatory, which when you first drop in, I mean, to be perfectly honest, the aesthetic and the atmosphere that is on Rebirth Island looks really cool. I absolutely completely dig it. You know, it's got like some of those launch pads from the dark Aether, and it's got like a nice lighting and stuff. It's got like alien tentacles coming out of the ground, shipments floating in the sky, and you can actually drive the thing and it looks like a floating alien. Now, my main issue with the mode is that unfortunately, once you kind of play around in it for like 15-20 minutes, you kind of just realize that it's just a glorified version of Plunder. To kind of top it all off, there's actually less to do than Plunder because they took the money mechanic out. Oh yes, they did add a bunch of these challenges for you guys to do in the mode, so that way you could unlock this final camo, and the camo is really sick looking, don't get me wrong. Once you get the challenges done, there's really no other purpose to play the mode. But I think one of my actual main gripes about it was that nothing about it was actually really scary. Like, yeah, the overall map does have a creepy vibe to it, but it's like they took all the jump scares out. It just didn't have certain things that other haunting events had, like on the big maps, where you would go to certain POIs and certain ghosts would be haunting those POIs. It just felt so unique and mysterious, and just like you could find so many different things inside of there. I've played quite a few matches of Purgatory now. I mean, I completed all the challenges, I got the camo, and to me, it just kind of felt meh at the end. Now, to top this all off, one of the things that I ended up learning what was actually different this year is that Sledgehammer Games was actually tasked with making everything. Not only did Sledgehammer Games make all of the multiplayer maps, but they also made Purgatory for Rebirth Island. I mean, they were literally in charge of making absolutely everything for this event. So I guess it all kind of makes sense, and I gotta say, yet again, hats off to Sledgehammer Games. I think they did an amazing job this year with Modern Warfare 3 and with the haunting and with everything that they've been given, and I just really hope that Activision finally just lets Sledgehammer Games do what they want and let them make Advanced Warfare 2. But with that, guys, I think we're getting towards the end of the run here. I did have a lot of fun with this Kastov. I know we got off topic a little bit, but that's what I like to do, man. I like to talk about Call of Duty. This gun was pretty damn fun, guys. I think you should give it a try in Modern Warfare Zombies, even if just for using something new. I mean, like I said before, I don't think it's going to be the absolute top of the meta, but it's definitely fun to use. It's definitely viable. I'm gonna toss up that loadout up on the screen right here for anybody that wants to check it out. Again, I appreciate everybody that took the time to check out the video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if anybody is new. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.